There's a little landmass sticking out. I'm gonna go down there, and this is the Civic Center. There's the pier. You see how the lines have changed along the coastline here? You're not in it, don't worry. It just goes like weaves in and out, weaves in and out. So that like a weave, like a zipper. The birds are coming in. Anyway, we're going to go down there and we're going to check out the new landmass going on. Oh, caught something? Did you catch something? I went down in there like, you didn't get it. I don't see anything. All right, have a good day. Anyway. So we're doing like a little documentary of the shoreline, and just because it keeps changing, and you know, if I run into any surfers or any locals or whatever and they want to talk, I'll let them put their 2 cents in, because you know, everybody views things differently and everyone has different information, you know. I only see what I see. I don't know what everybody else is seeing, you know. And the spider web is still there. Barely see it in the sun though, because it's right on it. And now we'll take a ride. Oh, I want to go by 60 for the water, but I don't know. Let me see what time the tide's coming in. The thing is, we want to get to the jetty at low tide, because, or the inlet, whatever, everybody calls it something different, you know, like everyone has their own perspectives. We want to get there at low tide because of that landmass that's sticking out, which is, you know, it's like a sandbar that people can just walk on. And that's what Andrew was talking about yesterday. I guess he's paragliding now, which is awesome. Everyone's paragliding. James is, well, that, I guess it started with Kelton, as far as I know. You know, Kelton was the guy up there in the sky all the time. And then it went from a machine to no machine, which that has to be a heck of a lot easier, no machine. But then again, you know, it's going to have something to do with power, because, you know, the power to go up or down, I don't know. I think everything's done by, we have to talk to like James about it, or one of them that are paragliding right now, parasailing, because if it has something to do with the power, that's one thing, and it has to do with which way you're pulling on, you know, the kite, and then which way you're leaning into the kite, you know. So I don't know one versus the other, but the person who would know would be Kelton. And that's what I should have asked him about yesterday, but I had him on the spot. I'm like, as a local, what do you think about the shoreline, Kelton? And the changing, and he's just like, you know, the whole world is changing, and it's the truth, man. It is changing, you know. But as far as the erosion goes and what's causing things to happen, and are you okay with filling it in with sand? You know, like, we're not Mother Nature. We're not supposed to be doing that. Mother Nature does what Mother Nature does. And I always thought they were just doing it for the money, you know, for the, to keep the ambiance up of what was already there. You know, like the beach that was already there, and, you know, all the buildings on the water, like, so they could just walk out onto the beach and not have to like walk down a cliff, you know. It does make it a little more difficult, but also for for the turtles, you know. They only have a little bit of space to lay their eggs. They don't have that whole big, huge area of sand to lay their eggs anymore. And then now that there's cliffs, they can't get up these cliffs because they're giant turtles. They're lucky they could, you know, walk on the land for a little bit of time it takes them to, you know, find a spot and give birth and everything. And they have to go back to the place that they originated. And the place that they originated is not the same. So, I don't know. It's, you know, something must have to change, because how, if there's nowhere, they can't give birth in the rocks. They like literally plow out with their feet, you know, a place to put their babies, and they can't do it in the water. It has to be in the sand. And I guess they normally would go up as close to the sea grapes as they could get to protect their, you know, their eggs. But who knows, man? What happens to sea turtles at that point? So it's a controversy. Like, should they be putting sand in there, or should they just let Mother Nature take her course and do what she's doing? And, you know. And now we're at the jetty. The inlet. So this is the inlet right here. This is where the boats go in and out. Look. There you go. There's the White House. And this is where the boats come in and out. Hence the inlet. And then up here, this is the landmass I was talking about. I'm going to pull in here. Wait. Oh, it totally smells like low tide here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, it really smells like low tide. Low tide is a fishy, fishy smell. And now this doesn't even look like, it looks like seaweed. Sorry. Pretty. Well, there we go. There it is. What the heck was I talking about? I thought it was over here. From down there, it looked like it was over here. It's right there. Look what I thought it was. The freaking seaweed. These are my whip things. We gotta go down there. Look at people in the middle of the ocean. You see that? Oh. I'm going to tell you something. There used to be a lot more birds. Look at this seaweed, man. It's all congregating right here. Holy cannoli. Did they do this? I don't know if this was man done, or if this was actually where everything just landed. I don't know. Yep, there it is. That's the landmass right there. Happening. Yeah, there used to be so many more birds. Anyway, this is the inlet. And let's go down there and see what's going on. Look at this. This is crazy. There's kids running in it. They're like right in the seaweed. All right, let's go. Because I still haven't checked low tide times, and I want to make sure we're there before it starts going away and we can walk all the way out there into the middle of the ocean. Got little benches. See if the pigeons are here. Look at this guy. Flying very strangely. I don't see any pigeons right now either. See, the statue is for Austin and Perry. It's two kids that got lost at sea. And it must have been somebody put flowers, so it must have been the anniversary something. So, let's get a little inlet. They're not going through. They're just turning around. Alright, yeah. You know, I believe that when you go into your new body of existence, you are embraced by pure love, you know. And all these people with the near-death experiences say that they come back, and they don't want to come back because it's so amazing, you know, on the other side. And, you know, I like to believe that they're like the children of heaven. Somebody said, oh, I've seen them in the Bahamas. I'm like, oh my God, it's crazy. Like, that'd be one heck of a runaway situation. The whole world is looking for you and your kids, and you actually, like, fake everyone out and make it there. That would have been amazing. But, I don't know what the deal is with that or why people were saying that. It's possible there's kids there that look like them. I don't know, but it was a rough day that they went out. Like, and I don't think they had life vests or anything. It was like crazy situation. But anyway, you know, God bless them wherever they are. Whether they're in the Bahamas or touring around the world or floating up in the sky or whatever, God bless them all, man. You know? I just know that, like, the entire town, everyone showed up, you know, because everyone knew these kids. They were always around. They were always fishing. They were always doing stuff. They were outdoors kids, you know. And it's sad as anything. At the same time, like I said, we don't know the other side. And from what I hear, like I said, people say they don't want to come back because it's so amazing. It's like the Du Bois. Looks like it needs some more water in it, but let's just go down here. I want to walk, but at the same time, I want to hit a lot of places, so I'm just going to drive. It's a pretty little, a little scoot from one side to the other. Pretty little scoot. That was cute. She's like, whatever. Yeah, it looks like it was more down here. Let's see. Man, I just wish there was a giant ripe mango tree somewhere. Here we go again. Tell you what, when you put coconut oil in your hair, it really tames it down. Not that anyone cares, but it really tames it nice, you know, especially in the dry sun and everything. Coconut oil is like great for your hair. And I didn't put any in, and you really feel the difference. I mean, a couple of days in a row I haven't put it in my hair, and I'm like, man, I really need coconut oil in there. Yep, it's down there. Let me see if I can take a picture of it from here. Okay. I'll turn this off while I'm walking. See the shoreline from here. It's a little corduroy. So this is a little landmark. You walk out. Look, and this has a cliff too now. Interesting. Made like two little beaches. Standing behind this open shell with the scenery. They just said that was like the tide is coming in now, is what's going on. So it's like not the super low tide right now. Look at this, it's like a whole different perspective. Please. It's very cool, is what it is. It's so cool to see new things forming. Go all the way down. So, let me see if I'm looking at the here from here. Oh, there's a lot of glare in here, so I probably won't be able to see it until I get home. But that's the reef club. I guess it is. This is too big. I'm seeing the roof over. Let's just see the blue roof. So, it's gotta be it. Look at, there's a ton of sand. Let me get some more pictures of this, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go to the edge and then I'm gonna take some pictures, because when you take a picture with the video on, it just does not come out the same. That's what it was, perfection. Okay, we're here. And let's get some photos. Wow, that's crazy. Peace. Intergalactic peace. World peace, intergalactic peace, universal peace.